Hey, church family. I hope you're doing well and keeping well. And I hope that you know that we are praying for you. As a pastoral staff, as a leadership team, we are holding you up in prayer and we're here for you. So we're just going to start sharing devotionals for you. And we hope that helps just to help you focus on God and just lift up your spirits. So I'm going to be reading from Psalm 23. Naturally, as a worship pastor, I'm reading from a psalm, but just the way it goes. If you've been around church for a while or grew up in church, you've probably heard this psalm so many times. It's like, one of the main verses that people memorize as a kid or something like that. But it's easy to be familiar with a verse and still not really let it soak in and change how you live and how you trust God. So I think it's really just something that we need to hear right now. So I'll be reading from Psalm 23. So, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I'll fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So I really love this psalm, and I know many people do, but I just wanted to focus on the fact that God is our shepherd. He is guiding us and leading us. And right from the first line, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. And then David continues through the psalm to show the things that he doesn't lack. He doesn't lack rest because God makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. I like how it says makes me lie down in green pastures because it doesn't say allows me to. God's not pushing you to just keep striving and to keep doing all this stuff. He's not pushing you to continually have this busy life, but it's our natural inclination to just want to almost like never rest. And that's not what God's calling us to. Sometimes he's calling us to lie down. So it says he makes me lie down in green pastures. Sometimes we need to listen to God saying, just rest. And then he guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. He's our guide, so we don't lack guidance. A lot of people in this world can feel like they have nowhere to go, no purpose, no understanding for what life should be like or what to do, but we have that through God. We have a guide that takes us along the right path if we listen to him, if we spend time with him and spend time in his word. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Not for our glory, not all the time so that our life is easier, but so that God's name can be glorified, so that our lives can point towards Jesus. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I'll fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So we do not lack protection. God walks with us. When we're in the darkest valley or a storm, God is there with us, and we don't have to fear evil or our enemies or anything of this world because God protects us. And his rod and his staff can comfort us. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. So we don't lack provision. God is providing for us, even in the presence of our enemies, in the presence of a crazy world and all that's going on. We are still provided for by God. He's giving us things that we can eat and drink and things to live off of. He always provides. He is a God that is good to us. and just like my cup overflows. Even when things seem crazy, we still have so many blessings to be thankful for. And then surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I'll dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I really love that picture of God's goodness and love following us. It's like God's love is pursuing us. And no matter where we go in life, God's goodness and love is always there as well. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We don't lack an eternal home in heaven. And I think there's so many things in this psalm that we can be thankful for, that we can look at and be reminded that God is powerful, that he's loving, that he is our shepherd and he's taking care of us. So yeah, I really hope that you are just focusing on what God is doing and just be encouraged by the fact that he loves you and that he is watching out for you always. Thanks for joining me for the devotional. We're all in this together, so reach out if you need anything. We're praying for you. Just continue to lift up our church and our community and our country in prayer, and just be focused on how good God is throughout anything that's going on in our world, and really just continue to seek him every day. Thanks. Have a great day.